let's talk about the weekend that's coming up, Ron. Let's talk about the Saturday games. Carolina Panthers at Los Angeles Rams. This is a 4:30 game. This is the biggest spread of the weekend. Rams by 10 points. 46.5 is the over and under. Who'd you go with, Ron?
Yeah, I'm going with the Rams here. I don't think they'll cover that spread. I think we need to give Carolina a little bit more credit here. I got the Rams winning 27-20.
This, we don't do upset specials for the playoffs, but this to me is my upset special of the week. I actually like the Carolina in this game. I know I don't like the way that the Rams have been playing the last couple of games.
Yeah.
I think they won game 18, but they lost the previous two. There was just a lot of inconsistency with Stafford. Mm-hmm. I got Carolina winning this close game 24-21. I think Carolina pulls this off. This is probably as far as they go. The fact that they have to travel to the East Coast for this game. I know I like McVay a lot, but I think, he's already hinted that this might be his last year. I know he was mad when he said that, but I don't know. I just don't have the same confidence that everyone else does. And 10 points is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The next game, this is Saturday night. We have the Chicago Bears. We have the Green Bay Packers playing at Chicago Bears. Green Bay is favored by 1.5. 45.5 is the over and under. Ron, who'd you go with?
Yeah, Green Bay is a team has not played well down the stretch. There's questions about quarterback health. I think they announced Love will be ready to go this week, but even when he was playing, he didn't necessarily look his best. I think there's still questions about that offense. Chicago, on the other hand, has played well all season. They won their division. I'm taking Chicago to win this one 27-24. I don't trust Green Bay. I don't think the Green Bay's defense is as good as advertised, especially now without Parsons. I think Chicago will be able to score. It'll be a fairly high-scoring game. I'll take the Bears to win this one.
I actually like Green Bay because I think Love has something to prove. But then I saw a stat today where each, like three or 4 years in a row, they've made the playoff as a wild card. They haven't actually won the division. They just get in there because of the way the playoff format with the 17th. That got me a little bit worried, but I still like Green Bay. I know Love has missed 2 games. I just feel like this could be, and also another thing that I saw that Matt LaFleur, he hasn't gotten a new contract. He's basically playing, like a lame duck.
Yeah.
So
big decision on him as well. Another coach I forgot to mention, because they turned the reins over to Love, and I think he's had an up and down season. Good, there's some good, some bad. But like you said, you keep getting to the playoffs but not making a run, and you gotta figure out what is your standard. Are you comfortable with this as a result, or do you want to get over the hump? And do you have the right person to get you over the hump? So you're right. He's a lame duck coach, and if he loses this week, it would not shock me too.
No, I wouldn't be shocked, but I think that he'll throw the kitchen sink on this game because it's almost like a must-win. I know that this is a playoff, so every game is a must-win, but he's literally playing for his job. Mm-hmm. So I got Green Bay 24-21. Like I said, it's going to be a high-scoring game, but it's going to be very entertaining. So we are switching up to Sunday's slate. We have the first game, which is Buffalo Bills at Jacksonville Jaguars. We got the Buffalo, interesting enough, favored by 1.5. So basically, all the road teams are favored so far. 52.5 is a point spread. Ron, what's your prediction?
I am taking Jacksonville to win this one, 31-28. I just think Josh Allen is the best player in the NFL, but I think this has been his worst team. If you look at just a collective unit, starting with the offense, the receivers not having a lot of weapons. I think that he trusts to throw to. And then the defense, has been shoddy at best this year. And Jacksonville, you got to give them credit. I think they're a well-coached team. Trevor Lawrence is having his best year. And keep in mind, they didn't play any of their starters last week. And, they're basically coming off a bye week, even though they're, the backups played. So they got extra time to kind of prepare and rest. And I'm taking Jacksonville to win this one again, 31-28.
I got Buffalo winning 28-27. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I think the fact that Buffalo played the Jets, Josh Allen went out there for one snap and then left the game just to keep the streak going.
Worrying though, right? It can be, it can be a little worrying if you're not out there getting reps and you show up a little slow. You start off slow. You might be rested, but it might take you a couple drives to get into a groove.
But I feel like that's been their MO for the whole year.
That's true.
They start out slow. First half, they don't score a lot. And then second half, it's like an explosion of point. I like the offensive coordinator for Buffalo, not so much the coach. I think his defense is, they have holes, but again, you have the MVP on your team. This should be a close game, and you're favored on the road, which is a disrespect for Jacksonville. I think they've won like 4 games in a row. But I'm gonna go with Buffalo getting the win on the road over Jacksonville. I think because we live in Florida, we might get too much of the hype, but this is gonna prove it whether or not Jacksonville, is deserving of this hype. Because I think I saw somebody on TV saying that they got Jacksonville winning the Super Bowl. I was like, well, that's pretty bold. This is like first year head coach.
Yeah.
Let's see how they do in the first game of the playoffs before we start making statements like.
I think that goes to show you how open the AFC is, and I think most of these teams, I wouldn't say every single team can win it, but most of these teams have a shot at making a run. So it is wide open. Why not Jacksonville? If they can get past Buffalo, why not?
Yeah, that's a big test. The next game, we got the San Francisco 49ers at Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles are favored by 4.5. 44.5 is the point spread. Ron, who'd you go with?
I'm taking Philly to win this one in a close game, 23-20, and it's more so a couple things. I had Philly winning the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken, at the beginning of the year. I just think that they will get things together, and now that we're in the playoffs at this point, and then San Francisco had a great season, but last week they did not look. They almost were shut out. They got held to 3 points, I think, against Seattle. So I still got questions on whether or not I trust Purdy and that San Francisco offense, especially against an even better defense potentially in the Eagles.
Yeah, I got the Eagles winning 20-10. I think they go over the spread. I just don't trust that San Francisco offense. And now I'm almost thinking that Shanahan is not that good of a coach. Because
look at all the injuries he's had this year, and he has
a 1-17 record when he's down by 7 in the fourth quarter. That is not a good record, no matter who your QB is. So I got Philly winning. If they did bad against Seattle, imagine the Eagles' defense.
But we did have Seattle. I think we both had Seattle as our top ranked team, right? Or at least like top 3. So, But I think we all agree, though, Philadelphia's defense is probably even better. Seattle,
the problems have been offensive for the Eagles, not so much defense. I think defense they got it down, but I got them winning 20-10. I think that Hurst does his thing in the playoffs. He much better with the lights on. I guess I don't know prime time. This is not a prime time game, but I still think that they can play better now. If 49ers beat them by some chance of a miracle, I'm not going to be surprised because are they playing a good offense? Are the Eagles playing good offense? Like, I know they just got beat by Commanders, but they were sitting all their starters, so.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't know. All right, Sunday night game. This is Los Angeles Chargers and New England Patriots. Patriots are favored by 3.5. 46.5 is the over and under. Ron, who'd you go with?
Yeah, so I saw something today about like the number of people picking the Patriots to win and the amount of money too that's on the Patriots to win. I think people are sleeping on the Chargers a little bit. Yeah, their offensive line is a problem for sure, and they have to figure out how to protect Herbert. But the Chargers defense is good, borderline great, and I still think that Herbert is capable of throwing for 300 yards. He has some good weapons at the receiver position. He has a good tight end. The running back is back. They have two good quality running backs. So I think this is going to be a really close game, and we'll see, as we get closer to Sunday, where the point spread goes. But I'm taking the Chargers to pull off somewhat of an upset here and win 26-23.
Yeah, so I saw everyone's picking New England to win this game. Listen, if I look at all the wildcard teams, who has the better offense, it would be LA Rams number 1 and then New England number 2. I just want to see New England defense against this offense. Now, It is true what you said. This defense for the Chargers is pretty good. It's like the best. Someone says the best defense that New England is going to face this year. But I want to see them try to stop Drake May.
Right.
And that's why, no surprise, I'm going for New England here to win it 30-17. I know
you got a blowout, basically.
Yeah, because I know that they have so many problems with the offensive line, the Chargers do. And they got a quarterback who's might be gimpy. He might not be able to use both hands.
Well, he took a week off last week. He didn't play at all, so got some extra rest.
Well, like you said, Josh Allen did the same thing. That could be not good, right?
Yeah, it could be good or bad.
It could be good or bad. You don't know, but I got New England winning this one, 30-17. I think that it's going to be close at first because, again, the New England defense they're not good in the red zone, but also they don't make you have any big plays. Very hard to have big plays. And I think Chargers have pretty good wide receivers, but we have pretty good defensive backs.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be excited to see this game.
You putting money on this one?
For sure.
On the Patriots? Okay.
This is it's weird. Last year they did a wild card in the Monday night game, right? Because I feel like this is not new.
Yeah. That first game, by the way, I think it's the first one that's on Prime. I don't know if they did a playoff game, like streamed a playoff game and not have on local challenge or a local channel last year.
No, the Packers-Bears game is on Prime because they've been advertising that like nonstop. I think. Are you
surprised that they put that on a streaming channel versus a local channel?
Well, it's a Saturday game. I feel like the local channels own Sunday game. So whatever new contract that the NFL have with these streaming services, they're like, we'll give you any Saturday game that you want.
Yeah, but including the playoffs. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I think that's the new deal that they got. So the last game of the wild card weekend is Houston Texans at Pittsburgh Steelers. Houston is favored by 3 points. 39.5 is the over and under. Ron, what's your prediction?
Yeah, listen, I think the monkey is off of Tomlin's back this week. And I think the Steelers are going to come out and win this game, not just because of all the momentum from the Ravens game and how the fans reacted. Well, Pittsburgh, they don't lose on Monday night. They typically do not lose on Monday night games. And then Houston, I saw some stat, I don't remember off the top of my head. When it comes to road playoff games, they're like 1-6 or something like that. So they're not good on the road when it's a playoff. So I got Pittsburgh winning this one. I think having Metcalf back, that'll, have a huge impact. Now, Houston's defense is great. Don't get me wrong. They have some shutdown corners. They have a great pass rush. But I'm still going to take the Steelers to win this one. I think they'll be able to put up some points. I got them winning 23-17. I'm not impressed by Houston's offense and CJ Stroud. I don't think they can win with the type of ball that they play. If you look at the stats, their running backs, they have not had a running game of any sort this season. And CJ Stroud's numbers himself as a quarterback hasn't been great either. So offensively, I think, it'll be difficult for them to score against Pittsburgh. And I think the Steelers should be able to pull this one out.
Yeah, I agree with you. I got Steelers winning 24-21. This is going to be probably the second toughest game of the weekend because Houston has a 9-game winning streak. Mm-hmm. So they're going to put that on the line. Again, it's going to come down to a kick, and I don't know who to trust more. I went with your kicker. What's his name? Boswell?
There you go. Boswell, yeah.
Yeah, Boswell. Yeah, I went with the kicker. I think that at the end he's going to win it. I didn't like the fact that Aaron Rodgers had to throw the ball 47 times to win against Baltimore, but they shut down that running game, even though Jalen Warren was running really well the second half. Yeah,
they basically sold out it just like we did to try to stop the run, and they dared the receivers to beat them, which any coach would have done the same thing because without Metcalf, it's like, what do the Steelers have at the receiver position? But those guys, Adam Thielen, stepped up. Calvin Austin was back from injury, and he stepped up. MVS had a couple important catches too. So, and now DK is back. I don't think Houston, I don't think they need to either. I think their front is that good where they don't have to sell out to necessarily stop the run. I think they can just play normal defense and have some success against us. But, I struggle to find how Houston can score because they have no threat at the running position at all. I think Steelers are easy to be able to make them one-dimensional. And that favors the Steelers. If we force you to be one-dimensional, usually our defense can play really well.
Oh, yeah, because I remember the Houston coach was a defensive coordinator for the San Francisco before Robert Saleh took over. And, it's the same scheme. They're not going to blitz a lot. They're just going to let the front pressure the quartandback. I don't know how that's going to work.
They are no joke. They are no joke. Maybe the best. I think Tomlin called them the best tandem as far as rushing the quarterback in the NFL. So they are serious. We got to figure out how to pass protect for sure.
Now, if my predictions come to fruition and New England wins and Pittsburgh wins, that means that the next divisional round, it's Pittsburgh at New England. And that's
Is that for sure?
That if everything stays the same, that's what I read.
Mm-hmm.
I will now be flying to Massachusetts because I just came back from Massachusetts. And it's going to be really, really cold for that game.
Yeah.
But that will be a very interesting game because I don't think we've met Pittsburgh in the playoffs for a couple of years now.
Yeah, it's been a few years for sure.
Yeah, so that should be a really great game. But